Wait, chat, did I beat him? Who the fuck is Giga Nigga?
Okay, so you take compact pack. Now I'm just gonna pick Mickey Mouse. Okay, so you find me the case of compact pack means Mickey Mouse perchance?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Okay, so can I get this
Bro, dude.
syntactically well-formed formula in favor of the proposition?
Why would I
find
have
it
to
be the
give
case
a
that he wins?
syntactically well-formed formula?
Okay, so in a sense,
Little ass girl.
okay, I'm gonna explain to you why. So when I say syntactically well-formed formula, well, in a sense, we know syntactically would be a relation to like, well, the structure of the group or like system, right? Like apparatus, etc. Right. So when I say
I can
well-formed
ask for a
formula, I
syntactically
say it's gonna be
well-formula that
coherent within
justifies
propositional
what you're
logic. Okay.
asking.
Wait. I'm breaking it down and explaining how it's applied to you. Okay. So listen here. So
Wait,
when
can you prove it's even?
okay, that's not my fault. That's my fault. You can track. I'm gonna keep talking. I'm going to keep talking. Let you know. So if you don't, you're not gonna track. Then I don't tell you.
So he's not gonna respond to that.
Okay. like I was saying, right now. When I
Why do
said
niggas debate like
proposition,
this, bro?
okay, proposition is going to be, well, a truth-bearing abstract representation of a linguistic entity, right?
Okay,
So
telling
this
me
will
the
apply to you because you're
descriptive
going to assert the
qualities
proposition
of the
X is going to be
concept
true.
you're
So you
referencing
find the
doesn't
case
even
that
have to.
you're a character beats my character.
Bro.
This is certainly being true, right? So now I want to know the
Why have
argument,
any
and
of the
essentially,
why
well,
have
sure, I'd
any
actually
of the
argue in favor of the
commitments I've
proposition if I
shared
find
thus
this to be true.
far?
But before I even ask you for the argument, what's your theory of argumentation?
Okay, bro, just positing concepts like me telling you what an apple is doesn't justify why I have to justify why apples exist. In that case, that would be some type of metaphysical credence you have to give to the proposition of apples, but I never made any proposition of such. So why would I have to justify anything you're asking me to do? Why can't I just give some type of proposition or explanatory nuances that motivate the actual like main goal of the debate, which is to prove the character beats the character?
Okay,
So
she might be lost.
like for example, I can give a more rationally probable account or hypothesis.
Rationally probable. Why should I hold to some kind of like rationally probable on this?
Yes, because they guide views. Like for example,
They guide
obviously
views.
hypothesis 2 is less parsimonious than hypothesis 1 because
Okay.
maybe it assumes more
Why should I hold
entities.
the parsimony?
Why should you appeal to parsimony?
Yes. Why do I hold the parsimony?
Because amongst so for example,
What do you think parsimony is?
It's just tautological truth just due to how the referents are formed in the argument. For example, like let's say
So you might tautological truth.
Can I what?
What's tautological truth?
Because it's saying the same thing. It's
Oh,
identical to
whatever.
itself.
Yo, niggas can tell. You said what?
Because it's identical to itself, like the reference.
Okay, it's identical to itself. So you find are you trying to use like law of identity?
Cat or dog. Establishes like clear.
Are you saying dog is equal to dog?
That's
So you're using like the law
right.
of identity? You say it's identical to itself. Okay, so that's what I'm saying.
The law of identity just talks about the reference and the identity relations.
Okay, I guess.
So when I say that I have a more rationally probable hypothesis, I'm saying via the identity relations, it's more parsimonious because the probability is not only spread less among each of the assumptions, but the assumptions are justified.
Okay, I provide the first justification for that.
And just for clarity, parsimony isn't a truth maker. It's just an epistemic heuristic that
actually for the first justification.
It weighs each of the hypotheses.
Actually, for the first justification for that.
Okay, yeah, sure. I could be a fictional coherentist, and maybe I'll posit some fictional coherentist claims that at least guide the view or motivate the view. The character probably wins.
What does that have to do with the first justification?
You said what?
No, what does that do with the first justification?
What is a first or just what does that mean?
Okay, so that means you weren't tracking. You were just babbling. Okay.
So, do you want to conclude? Why do I have to?
It's fine. Okay, so first justification will basically be the reasons that directly support the belief, rather. So that's what I was doing here. That's what I asking that. But you asking the question.
It's abductive. It's best inference of the explanation.
Okay. So can I get the argument in favor of the proposition? Wait.
Yes, so because I believe that
I wasn't done. Let me get the argument in favor of the proposition before I hold that abduction.
I believe that most fictional talk, at least abductively, is probably under the relativist scheme.
Why?
Yes, because fictional nuances aren't RL nuances. When you talk about fiction, you don't make any broad metaphysical claims.
This nigga's a dumbass, bro.
Yes, because fiction is entirely conceptual. When you posit like Goku moves, you're not RL domains.
Yo, Woon, shut the fuck up, kid. You got beat up by me and realism. Continue.
You're saying why?
You got whooped by him.
Wait. Just to be clear to the VC, what I'm saying is that, like, obviously, like, you going to your mom and giving her a flower or a rose for her birthday isn't the same thing as talking about any fictional accounts. Because fiction and RL aren't the same domains.
Okay. So
yes, they're abductively relative. Like, are you retarded?
Abductively relative. Okay. So now, how do you catch up with me? Abductively
relative. You don't even make metaphysical commitments when you talk about fiction anyway. Because
actually, how do you catch out abductively relative?
Do you not know what
Are,
abductive is?
are you gonna answer my question? How do you catch something
It-
being
It's
abducted relative?
it's the best guess. It's the best guess,
It's the
and
best
also
guess.
you can point out priors. Like for example, fiction domains aren't IRL domains
The
by
best. What do you think
definition.
a guess is?
Do you want to conclude?
Actually, what do you think a guess is?
I don't have to do any of that. You want to
You
conclude?
don't have to do anything of that. Okay, so you're gonna like hold to some system like them. Okay, sure, you can conclude. Well, I mean,
Yeah, I hold
what
to
the meaning of
it.
the term? I mean, that's
I
fine. I
hold to
mean,
a
what are you gonna say?
system.
Well, everything got boiled
I
down
hold
to
to a
wait.
system
Everything got
that
boiled down to like
I hold to a system that's not only more
I mean, you
parsimonious.
said we said we're
It's
concluding. I
more
mean,
in
that's fine. I
line.
mean,
It's more in line and correct in its ability to
everything
talk
got
about
boiled
fiction.
down to abductiveness, and actually,
It's more consistent and correct in its ability to talk about fictional nuances or fictional concepts.
is that what you think a guess is?
Because you don't make metaphysical commitments when you talk about fiction.
Is that
You
what
do
you think a
realize
guess is?
you do realize that. I don't know what like
You do
realist
real.
view
I'm
you're taking.
asking you that. What you think a guess is?
I don't know what
Where do
like
you conclude,
realist view
bro?
you're taking, but unless you can justify these like realist schemes or incorporating your semantics, then relativism would be
Actually,
the
think a guess is.
preferable scheme here.
Actually, think a guess is.
You want to conclude?
When you hear this, bro, like it's got okay. So initially, this thing got boiled down to what you think a guess is now. Okay, you're saying what's gonna be the best guess, but what does the guess mean? The meaning of the term is unverified right now throughout the
Do you
conversation.
think? Do you
You're saying
think?
nothing. You're not saying anything. So I'm
Do you
asking you
think
what you
saying?
might guess.
Do you think saying Harry Potter is going to use a wand makes any strong metaphysical claims?
Making sure I'm metaphysical plan, so he's gonna be using a wand. We mean by
Yeah,
metaphysical.
you're like talking about some real fact or concrete fact.
Talking about some real fact.
Yeah, yes.
Well, it can be. Well, it depends. I think that it can be relative in the sense that it can be real within this fiction, or I don't think it's gonna be real to some kind of like our reality,
Yeah.
like like
So they're
non-computing.
not using realist accounts, right?
Not using accounts. Well, what do you think about realistic account is?
Yeah, because if it's relative to the fictional scope that they're talking about, then they wouldn't be going outside that scheme to talk about the contents of the verse, right?
Before I repeat that, I'm sorry.
So if Harry Potter is using his wand and using a technique, then they wouldn't be going outside that scheme if it's scheme relative or scheme dependent.
Yeah, I don't know why that has to be the case. Can you motivate that?
Because you said it's true of the scheme, meaning it's not true of any other, like it's not some type of scheme independent thing, where it's just like some type of realistic concept you're using to talk about Harry Potter. Because it's only true in the fiction, not true outside the fiction.
Okay, so ain't you within the fiction, outside the fiction.
Yeah.
Okay.
See how you
Huh?
so you see how nothing you're saying. You're just saying all the shit you've been saying
You shouldn't even
only
explain to what a
motivates.
guess was. Like, am I
It only
lost?
motivates. It only motivates the relativeness.
You shouldn't even explain what a guess was. I mean, right now, I thought we're out there.
You want me to show
Two.
you a scan that says what I'm saying? Like,
Show you this. Okay, sure. And that's fine. Let me show the scan.
bro, like, why do you debate like this? Just attack the
I
substance,
want
bro.
to. What? You didn't even define this. You
And
didn't even define
you're
a guess.
losing. You're
Like
not
what?
even winning, by the way. You're losing,
Now,
bro.
what we're talking about right now is not even not relevant because now I asked you what
You're
is a guess.
stuttering, bro. You're losing,
This is
bro.
okay. I don't know how a stutter has anything to do with what I just said. I can stutter. It doesn't matter. Like I was saying here, right? Now, this
You
thing
see
got
how
boiled
all
down
of
to
these.
the best guess. Okay, so
You
now I
see
asked
how
you
all.
what is
You
a
see how
guess? The
everything that
definitions
said.
of the definition of guess is unverified right after the conversation. If it's gonna be unverified throughout the conversation, everything
You
else
see
makes
how
sense.
it's more
Or
abductive
this
that
process is
the
also gonna be
scan
irrelevant.
uses
You're just gonna
relative.
reduce it down to some kind of reductive analysis now.
Bro,
So
are you?
show the scan. Show the scan. Show the scan. Yeah, scan
You
here.
see
There
how
you
the
go.
scan like truth talk when talking about fiction is probably relative because
It's probably relative. Why should we go to
they
investment?
only make these claims